another edition of the Comedy Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Marcus, and you are joining me live in the Comedy Studios. I'm never alone with my boy, Joey LaFaro. Joe, say hello to the people.
Fuck doctors. At least some of them.
Okay, we're coming in hot. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Joey's coming in hot. All right.
It's been a long week.
It has.
I have tales to tell.
I've heard the tale the yarn you're gonna spin, Joey LaFaro, and we're gonna get into that in a minute, man. But we do have a guest this week, Joey LaFaro.
Oh yeah, where are my manners?
We have a special guest on the CPMMA fight line, Mr. Bianchi Zimmerman. Welcome to the Comedy Podcast.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bianchi is Joey. Give me some of his accolades.
King of the Cage champion.
King of the Cage champion.
World champion.
World champion.
Excuse me.
Oh, he is an ass whooper.
Yes.
My goodness. I got two ass whoopers on the Comedy Podcast.
I got to watch that happen, and he took all those white people's souls in Buffalo. They were very upset.
Oh, yeah, I think they would be up there. Yeah. Yeah, if it's one thing they like up in Buffalo, it's racism and wings.
That's some really good wings.
He got good wings. Oh man, Joey, it's been a week, man.
Yes, it has.
It's been a week since the last episode of that Comedy Podcast. We are not joined by Candace August this week.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know you're losing your goddamn mind because I could have sworn I told you that life is not that long. But yeah, man, it's been a long week. So how's the week been for you, man? What'd you do this week?
I got an MRI.
Oh, okay.
On my left hip, finally.
Okay. How did that go?
Remember that doctor? The white dude. The white dude that was so white he had a white dude in his last name.
Yes.
Dr. Bob Rowe. That's just the white man that is in his last name. I don't remember his first name. I think it was Jackass, because I told this man,
hey, Jackass Bob Rowe,
just because the pain's not there doesn't mean that shit ain't fucked up. And he said, go do PT for a month and take this anti-inflammatory. Not only did my MRI come back positive for a torn labrum, it came back for a impingement of the hip, which means that the bone's fucked up.
Ooh.
The cartilage, there's a chondral fissure, which means the cartilage is fucked up. And a complete tear of the head of the rectus femoris.
Your rectum is torn too?
No. Rectus femoris.
That means your asshole.
No, that is
your asshole torn?
That is.
How you tear your asshole?
I thought that's what it was too, but then I looked it up. It's actually the quad. Part of the quad, one of the quads. 1/4 of I have 3/4 of a quad on my left leg, and I'm just walking around doing squats,
all willy nilly,
wrestling and shit, and it's fine, according to this doctor.
So this doctor got you all fucked up at these streets.
I can't say enough about listen. Everybody, especially women of color, but everybody, advocate for yourself. Don't let it come down to, oh, that's not the right kind of pain. That's not the right kind of this or that. If you don't feel right, say, I don't feel right. Not everybody presents the same. Okay. The doctor's going to act like they've heard every story 6,000 ways, but it could literally save your life. We had a colleague from the comedy scene recently say, tell us her story about how, pushing for an MRI literally saved her life because she kept saying, hey, I've had pain, regular neck pain before, and this is different.
Yeah. And
they did an MRI and found out that she had an aortic dissection, and she would have been dead by morning had she listened to the doctor and gone home.
Yeah, man.
If I had just done PT and gone about my business, next time I try to do something crazy, like I do physical, I was probably going to have a hip dislocation.
Damn. So that means Joey LaFaro would have been the 15th time Joey LaFaro has not been able to use his leg in the last 10 years I've known him. Joey has hurt a leg in everything from what did you do last time? You had your foot dug out?
I had a foot reconstruction.
Yeah.
And then there was complications with that because the doctor again didn't listen to me when I said, "Hey, I can't bend right." Oh, there's a cyst in there. And then they did that a year later. I had to wait for them to finally take the damn cyst out.
Mm.
Again, doctor's not listening to what I'm saying.
Be a self-advocate. I'm a huge proponent of self-advocacy. I've been told that that is the only way to get things done. And me as a business professional, I tell people always to advocate for themselves because I will never know that you want a promotion. So you will sit there and bag grocery. I'm sorry, do the menial task of doing whatever we do at our job because I can't tell you where I work at. You will do the menial task of the job until you tell me you don't want to do that anymore. So again, it's everything works better when you just say out loud, "Hey man, that's not what the fuck I think you should be." And then, hey, if that doctor or that boss don't want to listen to you, guess what? Find somebody that will.
It's not that they're not experts. They spend a lot of time and money and effort learning and staying up on stuff. But
they ain't
at
experts.
the end of the day, they're not an expert on your body.
Very true. And I don't think doctors are experts. I'm a firm believer that
I think many of them are.
Anybody can do.
Some of them are.
Anybody can do what anybody else does. It just takes a little bit more time for some people to learn it. That's how I learned how to do mechanic work. That's how I learned. And a car is just as full of bits and pieces as a human being, Joey LaFaro. Because if your car dies, how you can get around? Hey. Same way if a person dies, they ain't gonna get around. It's a way of looking at things.
There's
Joey.
some similar core elements. Computers are similar too.
Yes. See, your computer dies, you can't get around the internet. You kill a person, they can't get around the earth. See how this all works, Joey LaFaro?
Computer can get a virus, or it can need a transplant.
There you go. See,
need a hard drive transplant. I've done this stuff.
It all works together. Oh man, but Joey,
I will say, here's what I do know. I cannot read an MRI. I tried. I got the disc back before I got the report. I stared at that thing for a good 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that looks like that's okay. But if I scroll a little bit further, I don't know what's right. I don't know what's supposed to be where.
Yeah, I did the same thing when I thought I broke my arm.
Yeah.
I looked at my x-ray and I went, I can see the fracture. I can see it. It's right there. And then like 2 days later, it was all healed. And I was like, there was no goddamn fracture. What the fuck did I see on that x-ray?
And then I went to a different doctor today who was like, yeah, that's the tear right there. And I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, that's what they're paid to look at shit and go, okay, I understand what this means. Me, I'd look at it and go, okay, that looks broken. Is it broken? Does the pain start here or does it start here? Because I see something here, but ain't shit. It hurt down here. It's like, what the fuck are these doctors saying?
But I was right in that it's moving weird. I don't trust it. Like, yeah. I should distrust my body parts. That's a weird feeling to have. Like, how's your house gonna be a home? How are you gonna win if you ain't right within?
Hey. All right, Lauren. This is the first time Lauren Hill's been quoted on the .com
I ain't
podcast.
right within my left hip, Marcus. How am I going? I did win. I did because apparently I did this after I did win a match after I did this.
So you fucked yourself all the way up and then still won.
I still won a match. I lost one, but I won one.
Okay.
So I did something right.
You're like Daniel LaRusso. Did Mr. Miyagi come rub on your thigh?
Frederick would be the All Valley Conference Championship.
Oh man. I mean, I've had a long week, Joey. It felt longer. Especially again, we discussed during the pre-show meeting that the .comedy podcast jinxed Whoopi Goldberg last week because again, we said she wasn't going to get in trouble numerous times, and then as soon as we went off the air, was she on CBS or NBC? I think we did. See, I don't like it when you do this thing like right before the show, so I can't pull up the receipts because I trust my receipts. My memory tends to be better than yours and Candace's. Okay, I'm pulling up the receipts right now.
Pull up the old episode during the episode.
No, I'm not gonna pull up the old episode, jackass. I'm pulling up the text message I sent you all right after we finished the goddamn podcast. All right, podcast stuff.
They already said she was going to get suspended.
No, they didn't. They hadn't said it yet. They said it right after we got off the podcast and said she ain't gonna get suspended. She's gonna say sorry and like she's gonna pull a Nick Cannon. This was February 1st. Today is February 8th, correct?
Yeah, we
February 1st at 10:29
okay.
p.m. That's when the article came down that Whoopi Goldberg was suspended. And I wrote exactly what I'm saying to you right now. We talked this up. Those are my exact words as okay. ABC suspends Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, so they did. Oh no, wait. It says updated the next morning. So the original article came out that night. Joey LaFaro, tell me I'm right.
I'm not going to tell you you're right based on that.
See?
I'm pretty sure it was also mentioned. That's why I didn't react to you saying that because yeah, that's what we expected.
See, Bianca, I'm gonna need you to flip him over your back next time you next time y'all on the mat together. I'm gonna need you just to teach him.
You missed the last time we did wrestling class together.
Oh, you flipped Bianca? Oh, my bad. I don't want to bring up bad memories. Bad memories.
We're just different weight classes. There's
Yeah.
certain things that are.
Joey's a big dude.
He'll
Like
whoop
a
my
really
ass
big dude.
if we actually fought.
Okay.
But there's certain things physically that he's not gonna be able to do to me very easily.
I guess it's time for DJ Marcus to come down to CPMMA to whoop Joey LaFaro's ass. I said it was going to happen. I told Josh when he was on the podcast, I said, Josh, I looked him in his eyes, I said, one day I'm coming down there. And Josh was like, hey, bring it, big man. We need a couple more big fellas. And I was like, all right. Because when I come down there, the super heavyweight is coming in the building. I'm sorry, COVID.
You see how he wants to do it when I'm hurt and shit?
He needs a super heavyweight. So I'm going to come in there and I'm going to make sure things happen the right way. I'm going to get you, Joey LaFaro.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you. We gonna. It's cage fight time.
Come get strangled with one leg. I don't even need this leg. I'll throw it around your shoulder.
Come to open mat, man.
Open
Sundays
mat?
at 11 a.m.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it like that scene in Night School where Tiffany Haddish whooped Kevin Hart's ass in a ring and just to make him do math?
I did not see that movie.
You didn't see Night School? You suck.
I need to see that movie.
You suck. That's probably one of the funniest movies. It has all the funniest people in it.
I didn't say it didn't. It just didn't get good reviews, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah, it was forgettable. But it was that interesting. That scene was hilarious because she was trying to teach him math, and the only way for him to learn was to focus.
Oh,
and he would only focus when he was about to get choked out. It's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
Yes. Oh man! But I've had a good week, Joey. I've had myself a good week.
That's good.
I got to celebrate my lady's birthday.
Oh, how'd that go?
It went fine. It went good. We had a good evening. I did my thing. You know. DJ Marcus is a world renowned chef too.
Shelf.
He's a shelf.
Chef on a shelf.
Yes, he's
next to the elf.
Next to the elf on the shelf is the chef on the shelf. But I'm a world renowned chef. I did my first ever infusion. Mm-hmm. I did a Brussels sprout infusion.
Why are you saying it like that?
You've never had Brussels sprouts? Have you ever had a Brussels sprout?
Are you German? What's happening here?
Brussels sprouts are
Brussels sprouts.
I made a good Brussels sprout with some Simone.
What?
Simone.
Salmon?
Simone.
What are you saying?
Had Simone, Brussels sprouts, and some Hispanic American rice.
Why is Hispanic American the only thing you said without some weird fucking accent?
Hey, that's my Southern American accent. Don't talk about me, Joey LaFaro. I'm a world-renowned chef. Uh-oh, there's a threat. I need to mute this damn computer every now and again. But yeah, man, I did a good job, Joey.
Okay. My
Simone came out flaky and juicy, and my Brussels sprouts came out with the nice.
It sounds like you're saying Simone, like our guest from the 25th. You cooked him and served him to your girlfriend.
I did. It was Simone.
Was your guest The Rock?
Was he ethnically delightful?
He was.
Or delightfully ethnic?
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Simone and his new album. Go check it out.
Go check out his album. We got to make sure we keep that out there in the streets, man. But yeah, man, I had a good week. I enjoyed every minute of it this past week. My intern went back to school. So she's back at boarding school. I chose to send her back.
Boarding school?
Yes, send her back to boarding school.
Did she take the train?
Yes.
Did she call you Papa?
She called me Papa. And she got on the Hogwarts Express back to Hogwarts. I sent her on home. But yeah, man, it's just been a long week, man. I'm tired. Joey, I've learned that I'm getting old.
Oh, you're just learning that?
I learned it really weirdly. Like, there was a pain in my ankle on Sunday that moved to the front of my foot on Monday. And now it's in my other ankle today. And I guess it's going to be in the front of my foot tomorrow.
You have worms?
I don't know what the fuck is happening to me, Joey.
Hookworms in your feet?
It's all breaking down, man.
Using tough acting.
But it just feels
Boom!
like
Oh,
damn.
How old are you?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with my feet, man. It's like they're not it's not gout.
No.
I thought I was having gout flare-ups, right? But then I was like, it's not the same pain.
Our guest asked a question.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, how old are you?
How old am I? I am a young 37.
Oh, okay.
And I'm an old 38 in 2 months. Yeah, so I'm at the point where those aches and pains start to get questionable. So I got a doctor's appointment on Thursday. I'm asking what's wrong with my feet, what's wrong with my back. Why do I wake up feeling like I've been sick for 2 weeks every morning, and then I don't feel sick all day? I don't know what the hell is happening around me, Joey LaFaro.
Advocate for yourself.
Yes, I will. I'm going to be a self-advocate.
There's a 3 slapper.
I have a Hispanic male doctor, then an Indian woman doctor. They're the two in the practice that I go to.
Oh.
The Indian woman's been my primary care physician for years.
I thought you had like a Captain Planet situation. I thought there were going to be like 3 more.
There's a white guy.
Their rings.
There's a white guy with red hair that
Captain Doctor will diagnose you.
Yes, that's what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So hopefully they can fix me. I've been doing good though. I'm down 15 pounds.
And then Don Cheadle turns you into a tree.
Stupid. You're so stupid. When you said Captain Doctor, Don Cheadle popped in my head anyway. That Don Cheadle is ridiculous. I don't know why he is not a better comedian than he is. But yeah, man. Hopefully I get better, get fit, and get right for the summer. Because this summer I'm gonna trim down another 15 to 20 pounds, Joey.
What are you doing to trim down?
Intermittent fasting, and I've changed my diet. Again, like I said previously, I've started eating Brussels sprouts. Yeah, and I've gotten off the sugars.
There you go.
That's good.
I'm trying to keep my toes and my feet for an extended period of time, so I'm trying to cut as many sugars out as possible. So I did break my no gummies for.
I know you got a vice.
It's a vice. I have it. I've
Gummies
dealt
is hard
with
to quit.
What was that?
Gummies is hard to quit. I understand it.
It
My
is
favorite
ridiculous.
thing is Twizzlers.
Oh man!
All through college, I had at least one big bag of Twizzlers in my room.
I have 2 big bags of gummy bears on top of my refrigerator. I don't know. I'm gonna start over again tomorrow. I got to get trimmed. My brother's getting married. I'm going to Puerto Rico in a couple weeks.
My cousin's getting married,
and I got to be right for this wedding. I got to be right for this Puerto Rico trip. You never know who's gonna see you down in Puerto Rico. And DJ Marcus is not single, so all you ladies that's gonna be looking at him with his shirt off on a beach in Puerto Rico, just remember this: "Hey, papi, hey, hey." When I'm standing on the beach, you know, Hispanic ladies, they love it when you go like this, Joey, and they go, "Hey, papi," and I'm like, "Hey to you, yeah." You look like you got money. I've learned that fat in other cultures means money. So like usually like so they think you're rich.
He eats well. He can share.
He can share.
Makes sense.
I can steal his fries and they'll be enough.
I'll eat his dropped off fries. and it'll be enough for me to live off of.
Sustain. Oh boy.
Uh,
What about you, Bianca?
Maybe he's greedy. Maybe that's why he don't see it.
Man, anything happened to you this week, Bianchi?
A lot. Oh my gosh. What hasn't happened? Where do I start? So yesterday, my girlfriend closed on a house, so we'll be moving soon.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
And so we'll have a yard for the dogs to be in. And this week I have two things going on. I have a title fight.
Okay.
And on Saturday, and before that, I think either Thursday night or Friday ends the Black Founders Pitch competition that I entered for Cyber Ninjas, which is my nonprofit. So if you go to razorfy.co, you can hopefully go and vote for me. You'll see my pitch up there explaining about what Cyber Ninjas is and how I started it. And so basically you just like go in and you vote. It's like a $5 minimum for your vote. And I just need just the $5. Look, anybody out there, if you don't got $5, I'll Venmo you $5. I just go to the website and vote for me, because the winner, gets about $5,000, and that'll help go towards Cyber Ninja's new location in Baltimore, where we're trying to spread STEAM education out there.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I tried to copy the link, but it did not. It went weird. Hold on.
It went left on you.
It copied a bunch of jargon.
Extra code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some extra gobbledygook.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the right one. Boom. There it is. Razor
Yeah,
Fire.
there we go. That's it right there.
Flash pitch. It is in the comments.
Okay.
On YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook for this video.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Oh man, Joe, we're gonna take a break, man.
Okay.
We're gonna take a quick break, man. We're gonna sit down and learn a little bit more about Bianchi Zimmerman.
Sounds good.
And I got the perfect song to play him in, man.
Okay.
I found it. I was looking for it. I've been looking for a little bit. Now I hope this works for him.
Walk that trick. Walk that trick. Walk that trick.
That's one way to go.
Walk that. Walk that.
And we'll be back in a minute with more on me.
That's a great song. Didn't this come from that movie?
Yeah, it did. But this is a different version of it. And we're back in the That Comedy Podcast. I am DJ Marcus. You're joining me live in the That Comedy Studios. Joey LaFaro, for Candace August, who's not in this week. But you know what, Joey? This segment is brought to you by Smooth My Balls. That's right, Smooth My Balls. Turf Chopper 3.0. The That Comedy Razor of the Year 2021 and 2022. It's the only one we use. And if you need your balls smooth, you got a fight coming up, trying to keep all the body head down so nobody grabs on anything you don't want them to grab on. Get yourself a Smooth My Balls Turf Chopper 3.0 and get 20% off when you click the That Comedy link. Right on our link tree, on our Facebook, on Instagram, on our YouTube page, you can find the link to get yourself 20% off Turf Chopper 3.0. Get yourself one today. Smooth My Balls. And we're back, Joey LaFaro. Oh, man. I don't know this version of the song, so
I don't know what
I'm listening to it. See, I thought it was just going to be just like the other version, but this one sounds a lot more hostile.
Bianchi, is there a technical term for opponents in MMA that I'm not aware of?
Tricks.
Are they all tricks?
They're all tricks. That's how you refer to them, so that you understand that they.
Is it a trick or a mark?
That's a mark-ass trick.
It's a mark. But is it a mo?
Nah, Mo. You can't call him a Mo.
Oh, he's bringing it back to Southern Maryland.
Oh, man. Bianchi, so welcome to the That Comedy Podcast, sir. Yeah, man. Joey has told me a lot about you. I don't know.
It's all good stuff.
He told me good stuff. And he said, man, we got to have Bianchi on the show. And I'm like, okay, cool. who was Bianchi? Is he a comic? Is he in the industry? Joey's like, no, he whooped motherfuckers ass. And I was like, all right. And then we got to get him on the show because obviously if you say it and I don't let him on the show, he gonna try to whoop my ass. And I can't have that happen in too many different places. I've been in fights, but I've never been in professional fights. So when I get to CPMMA, I'm coming for you, Joey LaFaro. I'm coming for the title, Joey.
What title? I don't have a
Joey
title.
LaFaro. I want the Joey LaFaro Beltsville belt.
You want the Naga third place white belt over 30 division?
Yes. I want Joey's nigga belt. I want to be the nigga champion. Take it from Joey LaFaro because he was the 2021 nigga champion. I want to be 2022's nigga champion of the year. All right.
I think if I actually was the champion, I would retire from jiu-jitsu forever. Like you're not gonna do better than that. If I had won my first time out and I did it on a ripped up leg,
you'd be like Kurt Angle.
I could just retire. I'd be like, I'm the greatest. I mean, clearly, if I kept doing it, I would have been the greatest. I could stop now.
They'll put Joey's picture up in the CPMMA, and they'll be like, he won the championship with a broken fucking leg. And it's like, whoa, man, that's Joey. Joey is the Beltsville Kurt Angle. That's his name.
Call him Kurt Ankle.
Kurt Ankle.
Yeah,
That's gonna stick with you. You know that, right?
No.
That's gonna be there every time you go to CPM.
Actually, the only reason that it might not is because I haven't actually had any foot problems since I started going there. But
knock on wood.
Yeah.
Oh man, but Bianchi, so you are a champion, sir. Which championship do you hold currently, sir?
I currently hold the Stellar Fights 155 Pro Championship and also the King of the Cage 155 Pro Championship. This weekend, I'm looking to earn the Fight World 155 Pro Championship.
Okay.
He's going to unite the clans, Marcus.
Okay. Bianchi's trying to be the undisputed champion of the world.
Yeah.
I'm here for it, man.
I don't remember anything from Braveheart, but that one scene where he's like, unite the clans! And I was like, so every time I hear there's multiple belts, that's all I think is like, I'm looking for the one.
Oh,
like that's how you find Neo, is the guy who unite the clans.
Oh man. So how long you been fighting, Bianchi?
Oh man, a long time. Sheesh. I've been fighting since 2011.
Okay.
I've been pro fighting since 2013. And yeah, it's just been doing it, you know. It's a lifelong dream of mine to be one of the best fighters in the world, kind of, you know, go down in history as being one of the best fighters in the world. So I'm doing it one belt at a time.
There you go. Yeah, man, that's the way to get to the top, man. You're doing an awesome job. I mean, I've never held a belt except the belt that holds my pants up. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud to know you. I don't know too many champions except Joey LaFaro, the nigga champion of 2021. But yeah, man. So what got you into fighting? Was it just something you saw and you were like, you know what, that looks interesting? I'm gonna get going on.
To be honest, when I was young, right, you know how we all like, especially like, you know, in the Black community, we like get heavy into like old kung fu flicks, you know, with like Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, and all that stuff. So I was probably maybe like 6 years old or something like that when I saw my first kung fu flick.
Okay.
And it was the 5 Fingers of Death.
Oh.
And I think ever since then, I was just like hooked onto that whole kind of like, you know, culture and identity. And so, you know, yeah, everybody gets into like, you know, Wu-Tang and stuff like that. But like for me, it was like, nah, like I really am that kung fu hero guy. Like I feel like I'm Bruce Lee, you know, I feel like I'm Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, all those big guys. And so I just wanted to study martial arts ever since I was a wee little thing. And so over time, you know, I pursued this passion, but I didn't really have any really school to learn it from.
Okay.
So I didn't really start like with any traditional classes until I got to college, which is really a bummer for me. because I really wanted to be into martial arts, and not just like I loved boxing, but I wanted to kick it, right? Like,
Understandably.
and then there was kickboxing was popular, kind of, and it was one of those things where you had to know where to get that kind of training in. It wasn't readily available. So when as I became an adult, that's when MMA started to blow up. And I knew about MMA. Like I actually saw like the first couple like UFC matches when I was younger. My uncle had a VHS tape of like some old ones, like back when Gracie was first on the scene, and we had like the boxing guy with the one boxing glove versus the ninjutsu guy with the mullet versus the, what I mean? So like it was like style versus style back then. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. But it was like, very, very hard to, and you had to find one style and get really good at it. And then you got to go, find the competitions. And like, it wasn't quite viable at the time. So as I got older, I heard more about it. I was actually at a Kung Fu school where I found out about Anderson Silva.
Okay.
And I was doing the sparring class, and like, he's like, I love fighting. So I was like, yeah, man, like I want to do this. And so one of my peers was like, yo, man, you look just like the spider when you move. And I was like, oh yeah, Spider-Man, my favorite superhero. And he was like, no, like Anderson the Spider Silva. And I was like, who? And he was like, you don't know him? And I was like, I don't know who that is. You gotta go look him up. So then I went and I talked to some of my friends about it, and they're like, yeah, man, you don't know Anderson Silva? Like, I don't know who he is. We looked him up, and I was like hooked. I was like, that's what I want to do. Like, I didn't know that it was like, I didn't know MMA had gotten to that point, but like, it still wasn't like huge, you know what I mean? Like, but it was early on enough to where like it was getting more popular, and I was just like, I want to do that. And so I made a decision to dedicate myself to find that somewhere. And eventually I found Josh years later. And when I found Josh, I was like, you're trying to start a school and I want to fight. Let's do it. And he said, all right, cool. I'll get you a fight in a month. I've seen you work. I've seen you move. And I think you got some stuff. So, train with me, and then I'll put you on a plan, and we'll take it as far as you want to go.
Awesome. That sounds amazing, man. You sound like the real life Black Rocky. Like I'm about to put your story on BET. We about to make all this money. Goddamn. But yeah, man. That sounds amazing, dude. Like you're living out your dream, living out what you and hey, when your dream is hitting motherfuckers, like that's a dream. That's gonna be fun. Like I used to have a dream of hitting people and playing football professionally. And then I got hit. That dream ended. That dream was over after high school. I think that first back problem I had said, "Fuck your dreams." But I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that, man. You got some charity work you're doing.
Yes.
Joey had mentioned it. It's called Cyber Ninjas.
Yes, Cyber Ninjas Global Inc. is the name of the nonprofit.
Awesome, man. What do y'all get into? Because it sounds like y'all kicking ass on the internet.
Well, it's
I'm
funny.
not sure that's right.
Oddly enough, there's two different companies that share our likeness in some way. Okay. So one is a cyber company called Cyber Ninjas with an S. It's two different words. They, I think, are going bankrupt or something. They were the group that went to go read or count Trump's votes and see if they were fraudulent in that one state. And then it turned out that Trump lost even greater than they thought. So not only that, but the IRS started knocking on their door, and then they were like, oh, we bankrupt. We got to liquidate everything. And then they had to fire everybody. And yeah, I was really upset about that because they sound like us, and we are also green is one of our colors, right? So
okay,
the picture of them and their workers while they were taking up all the files, probably to go shred them up somewhere because they don't want to get in trouble. They were wearing green shirts. They looked just like ours. And I was like,
oh.
Oh, that sounds ridiculous.
That's like when we found out there was another .comedy podcast Instagram account.
Yeah.
I wanted to make them cease and desist.
Yeah. I don't like people who kind of, you know, jack my style. Cyber Ninjas is very, very unique, you know. And I like that ours is one word and it ends with a Z. And I wanted to make sure that it ended with a Z because it sounds cooler, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, and you know, I'm a nerd and stuff like that. And also my last name is Zimmerman, so I was like, you know, let me make that cool, and then, like, you know, push that somehow.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Cyber Ninjas, we do STEAM education. So that STEAM is STEM with art in it, right? So you got science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And so we work with a lot with computer engineering, programming, web design, video game design, video production, music production, digital animation, 3D modeling, a bunch of different stuff is what we teach. So we're trying to get more things as well. So we've been partnering up with different nonprofits to get more courses, to get more kids to teach. We actually partnered up with Black Cybersecurity Associates to get a new location. So we have a new location now in Baltimore after teaming up with them, and we're trying to build that up so we can, you know, teach kids in the Baltimore area.
Awesome, man. That sounds amazing, man.
Where was this when I was growing up?
Yo, all right. So
they just opened the internet when you grew up.
Oh yeah. We're growing up. The internet was just like, you know, a wee thing and super slow and loud, very loud. But when I started Cyber Ninjas, it actually was a for-profit company at first. Because we were kind of, you know, we were kind of broke, so we needed to make some money.
Yeah, understandable.
And so, but we always had a scholarship opportunity for kids who couldn't afford it, because I realized when I started it, like, you know, I was always working with summer camps for years, and I started it with one of my partners now because he was one of the instructors underneath me, and I was heading a summer camp with this other company, and I didn't like the way the company was doing things. They were just blaming everything on me, and it was never my fault, but everything had to be my fault, or somebody else's fault. It just couldn't be the company's fault. So it was either that worker, or you're the manager. It's your fault. It's like, I have nothing to do with that department. What are you talking about? So anyway, they didn't pay people on time, and it was just very much, it was too focused on bringing in a number of kids and not focused enough on the quality experience everybody had. So I was heading this camp, and the kids loved it. The kids loved it. The parents loved it. And every year I worked there, they were trying to, you know, shaft me in some kind of way, or shaft some of the other workers. And so I realized, you know what? I told my man, I was like, I think I want to do this myself, because like I could probably head my own camp and make it better without having to deal with all this nonsense. And he was like, oh, you know, yeah, let's do it. Okay. And I was so surprised, because I meant it, but I didn't think I would get that much backing. And he was like, yeah, man, you start the camp, and I'll do it with you. So I was like, all right, cool. So awesome. I told my other man, and he was like, all right, we need a game plan. So let's get a business plan going. And then we got our first employee, and then we had our first year. We didn't make a lot of money, but it was a great experience. And the kids had a great experience, and they learned a lot. And I think it was like the second year in, I looked around, and I was talking to my man Clarence, he's a vice president, and I was like, yo, you know, when I was little, I would have loved this kind of camp. I would have never wanted to leave. Like, we're just like, we have a lot of free time. We got the games, and we're learning cool stuff, and like, we're all nerds in some kind of way. So like, you know, you got the math guy, you got the artsy anime guy, we got video stuff, we got like all these different components with the instructors that we had and the atmosphere that I built there. And so I was just like, man, I kind of wish this was around when I was younger, you know. Yeah. But then again, when I was younger, there's a lot of things that weren't there. So,
yeah.
But this, you know, in that same spirit, you know, I'm just glad that we created it, because we were able to give that kind of experience and opportunity to lots of different kids.
Awesome, man. That's man. See, Joey, this is the kind of guest I like. You know why? He is an ass kicker with a heart.
right?
He's like he's out here helping the kids.
I only bring quality guests on the program.
I don't know where you came from, Joey LaFaro, in 2022.
Go vote for Cyber Ninjas right now if you haven't already.
Yeah,
Razorify, it's in the comments. Razorify.co/pitch/133/226. I wish that link was better, but that's what we got. Just go there, donate $5. Throw a comment in there, let them know that we want this thing to go.
Yeah.
Because man, I wish this was around when I was a kid. That's all. And it sounds amazing. Sounds absolutely phenomenal. There's definitely not enough support some of that cool stuff in schools.
I like the STEAM aspect. I was like, oh, okay, what's STEAM? Y'all just what's that? And he's like, with art. I was like, oh, damn, I'm stupid. I'm just sitting over here going, I
thought it was a hot bath.
I thought it was a hot bath. Like, oh, we're giving these kids baths. It's like, yes, that's a good thing too.
Camp.
Hot tub time camp. But yeah. Oh, hey, Joey.
Yes.
Did you see we were joined?
I did.
We were joined by Candace
patiently waiting in the wings in an airport.
Looks like she's in O'Hare.
Don't worry about where I'm at an undisclosed location where I always am.
Tell that white guy to get down.
Can you
behind.
guys even hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I keep trying to turn the camera so he's not
he
in it.
Keeps getting in the shot.
You know
I keep looking.
Now he's got his girl in there.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, baby, we're gonna be on the internet over there. They both sitting there, baby, we're gonna be on the internet tonight.
Oh, he's a skater.
I thought I logged into the wrong podcast. When did we start booking people who are trying to do good shit in the world? Like, when did that happen? When did I miss?
All of our guests have tried to make people laugh. A few have succeeded.
When do we bring on people who are trying to save the kids and shit? Like, when did that happen? Oh my god!
Today
That's
started.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. This Piagi, we definitely happy to have you on the Dot Comedy Podcast, man.
So
happy
we actually had Piagi on for a quick hot second back around was it Giving Tuesday, which was following the last weekend of November. And I just got informed the other day that Facebook matched my donation to Cyber Ninjas on Giving Tuesday, and it also matched another donation we made for I think it was Haywood Turnipseed was trying to
he was doing
Bishop Walker School.
Yeah.
So both of those got matched by Facebook. So I will say, good job, Facebook, even though you bitch ass for putting me in Facebook jail, but have me be on probation still. But
you're on probation.
I'm still on probation for telling somebody I was gonna kick them.
Free Joey LaFaro.
Free.
I'm not built for
my ninja Joey LaFaro.
I am like 90% audacity.
Yeah, you all can't lock up the nigga champion in 2021. How you gonna do that? That's just fucked up shit. Oh man,
they don't want me to be successful.
Oh man, but yeah, man, where can people find you on the internet, man? Let's run down where everybody can track you down, Pianki.
Oh, I mean, in terms of the link,
the organization, anything, man, because I want people coming out and support you at your fights too, because I know you got the one on Saturday.
Yes.
I want them to come out because I mean, hey, seeing an ass kicking in person is always best.
I'm gonna go see that. If you want to come to that and you're from the DMV area and you want to go on this road trip to Gettysburg, direct message me because there's a vehicle will be leaving and attending that fight.
Last road trip to Gettysburg ended with a whole bunch of people dead. I ain't going back to Gettysburg. That was pre-slavery.
Yeah, but the last road trip to one of his fights was a good ass time.
A good time, okay.
Even though he stayed at a sketchy ass motel.
Man, but yeah, where can they find you, man? You got you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. The Nappy Ninja.
The Nappy Ninja.
The Nappy Ninja.
Oh, right.
That's my thing. Oh, so I got this cool shirt on. Think of Afro Samurai, right?
Okay.
Right, but I'm the Nappy Ninja, so I'm like the inverse.
Okay.
You battle the Afro Samurai.
You and the Afro Samurai gonna go at it one day. I'm gonna write that.
That'd be a great battle. Nappy Ninja will win though. But yeah. So actually, I came up with that name because I'm a nerd. I'm into manga and anime and cartoons and stuff. So I was writing this this manga, this like comic book called The Nappy Ninja, about this character who goes on these adventures. When I was trying to find a fight name for myself, like I was thinking, like, what would it be? So like tigers are my favorite animal. So I was like, maybe I could be like the tiger. But then I was like, that's kind of. So everybody's a bull or a bunny. Like I wanted something that was going to stick, something that's going to make people be like, I remember that guy. And so I was like, what about the Nappy Ninja? Or is that too on the nose? And I put it out to some of my friends, and Nappy Ninja was one of the ones that resonated with a lot of them. And they're like, yeah, man, that's different. Like, do that. And so I did it. And the first time I went out there, sure enough, it worked. Awesome. They said it, Pianki the Nappy Ninja Zimmerman, and the crowd was like, it's a mixture of laughter and mystery. And like that sounds a little too close to the Nappy Nigga, but that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted people to think about it, and so I come out there, and to me, the Nappy Ninja means like just being authentically yourself in who you are, right? Because I'm a nappy-headed dude. I love ninjas. I love the things that I love, and I am who I am, and that's how you're going to have to see me. And so it forces you to not only see me for who I present myself as, but it also forces you to see yourself as to what's going on with you. And so I came out to Nappy Ninja, and after that, because I thought maybe I could just be like the ninja, but that'd be kind of like that's really anybody that comes out with that name should be beat, like, unless you're really, really that good. And so I was like, I was Nappy Ninja. So after my first fight, like people were looking at me like, yo, it's the ninja. And I'm like, I got it. Yo, it's the Nappy Ninja. And I had people like coming, people I had never even like seen or remembered to see, they'd be like, yo, man, I've seen your fights. I follow you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, Nappy Ninja. I was like, oh, yeah, thanks. Like,
you got Nappy Ninja merch? Because I know, like, if you put a Black Power fist, like, pick in your head, and then you stand in your fighting stance in, like, a shadow, I see the merch. See,
it's coming. It's coming. After this fight, I'm gonna be putting out some artwork and some merch and selling some t-shirts.
Okay,
definitely.
I'm happy to give you one.
Just walking around the casino with this dude after his last fight, it was amazing how all those Buffaloians were suddenly big fans. They would have bought your t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, I should have just had them in a backpack. I had a reason. Like, oh, who are you? Are you security?
He's
like,
his
no.
roadie.
Yeah.
Joey the roadie. Oh man, but yeah, man. So they can find you on Instagram at the Nappy Ninja.
You can find me on Facebook, Pianki, aka the Nappy Ninja Zimmerman. You can find for Cyber Ninjas, you just type in Cyber Ninjas with a Z, CYBERNINJAZ.com, and you'll get the website. We should have a new website coming up pretty soon. As we're getting ready for the new this next summer, and also we're trying to build up this Baltimore location as well. We have our original location is in Potomac at St. Andrew's Episcopal School, so we're out here working all the place. Oh, and I heard you guys mentioned Bishop Walker.
Yes,
we hosted an after school program there.
Awesome, man.
All right, we clearly get.
I was gonna say, go ahead and spell Pianki too for the people who are just hearing it audibly and not looking at the word. So maybe spell.
Oh
Pianki.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So Pianki is PIANKHI. That's P as in Peter, IAN as in Nancy, KHI. Awesome. It is the name of an ancient Cushite king who was also a pharaoh of Egypt. He's got a really cool backstory and history. I personally love it because it shows like a really different kind of African ruler, but also proof that Negroes is in Egypt. So he was a Nubian leader, a Nubian king. Awesome. And a conqueror, but also someone who helped build that area afterwards. He didn't just rape and pillage. He actually had a religious mission.
Okay, I gotta look that up, man. Yeah. See, here's the thing: you're teaching the kids and you're teaching us. You got me out here now. I gotta look. Now I gotta go read when I leave here because now you done put a lesson in my head. So now I'm gonna go in the other room.
Boom! I found the Wikipedia.
Okay, there you go.
That's what I gotta do.
I like that with the. Oh wait.
Did you?
I clicked the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
All right, awesome, man. Yeah, man. But definitely, thanks for coming on, man. And we will get the word out. So you can get these donations up and we gotta get these kids taught. We gotta get them doing something other than what the hell they doing, Joey? Fortnite and
Fortnite's
and
in the end of
Roblox.
the world.
Yeah, you gotta get them doing something
That's
other
the
than
real
Fortnite
pandemic.
and Roblox.
So what we want to do is, and I say it in the pitch, we see a lot of kids are being consumers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's easy to pick up an iPad, pick up a phone, and start touching stuff and doing things. We want to make producers, right? So we want these kids to become producers of their own destiny, right? So they're not just playing somebody else's stuff. They can create their own thing and realize that there's other paths out there rather than what's given to them.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what I try to teach my daughter, man. I built the whole studio so that she could get the hell away from me and I could work on music myself. I'm sorry, that's not what I was supposed to say there. I was supposed to say I was going to teach her, but I'm not.
We get her into Cyber Ninjas.
Yeah, we're gonna get her into Cyber Ninjas so they can teach her.
I told you what to do with your daughter, Marcus. Y'all got to start making TikToks. That's the daddy-daughter like bonding thing right now.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
Until she get on my nerves,
Okay,
and
Kim.
then the TikTok becomes me beating my daughter in a public forum. It's like yeah, like last week when she came in the podcast, like if you don't take your ass in the goddamn room, and then it just looks like I'm an abusive daddy on the internet, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I love my baby. I love her. I love her to death. She just need to leave me alone. But yeah, but yeah, man, definitely we're gonna get the word out, man. But we're gonna get into some more things, Joey.
Okay.
Joey, got things going on in the world, man.
Yes, we do.
What's going on in the world?
Marvel movies are getting Oscars. They may have found an alien on Mars, and did Joe Rogan versus the world is happening on Spotify.
Isn't that the name of his podcast, Joe Rogan versus the world?
You'd think it would. But apparently,
You would. Hey, I forgot to mention something.
What's that?
One last thing. On the same day of my fight on Saturday, Cyber Ninjas is hosting a Smash tournament event at CPMMA, so you can come by there. We have an Eventbrite, sign up, play. We have an actual Cyber Ninjas belt as well, like a new nice Cyber Ninjas belt for the champion of the event. So we're not going to give it to him, but we get to take pictures with it because it's really nice and super expensive. Yeah. So that's going to be going on. And then after that, a lot of squads is going to come down and see my fight.
Awesome, man. That's gonna be good, man. All right, but yeah, man, we're gonna take a quick break, Joe LaFaro.
Yep.
We'll be back with more fun and more thrills on the Comedy Podcast. And we're back into That Comedy Podcast. This segment of the That Comedy Podcast is brought to you by Tappy Card. That's right, Tappy Card. Looking for an innovative way to get your information out to the public? Get yourself a Tappy Card. You take a little card, you tap it on their phone, and an RF reader pulls all your information. It's more simple than telling people shit. Just give it to them the easy way. I had a Tappy Card, I lost it. Joey LaFaro had a Tappy Card, he lost it. But guess what we're going to do, Joey LaFaro? We're going to get new Tappy Cards. You know why? Because we need to get our information out to these people. I need to be in an airport right now, and I need to walk up next to Candace and just tap my number on her phone. That way I go, and then I walk past and go, call me. And I just move on. Just get yourself a Tappy Card, man. It's the easiest way to flirt with women. Because you know they don't know how to use their phone, so their RF reader's always on. Oh man. Joey LaFaro back on the That Comedy Podcast. Joey LaFaro, Candace August, Piyangi Zimmerman, DJ Marcus. It's the new improved hood hop.
I like how in the same minute she flashed the ring and then ate grapes.
Because she's pretend royalty.
I know.
Candace is the
This is my snack that I packed for the airport. Okay, can I eat grapes in peace, people?
It just all the way it was the sequence of events.
yes. You go look at the hand.
When you pointed it and you went to touch your screen, all I saw was the giant rock on your finger, and then it's like, oh, now I'm going to eat grapes off the vine.
Yeah, because hey, I'm royalty. I don't need to pick grapes. I got pickers for that.
Hashtag hedonism.
I don't want to touch the grapes because I'm touching the airport. Like this is like the dirtiest place, so that's why I have the vine like that.
It makes sense. I appreciate there's a valid reason for it.
It makes all the sense in the world in COVID land. But outside of now, you look very bougie.
I can't help how it looked. It looked how it looked.
You look bougie as hell. If we weren't in COVID, we would go, God damn, really, Candace?
That's true. No, I see what you're saying.
Y'all remember Dave Chappelle when he was being Prince? Want some grapes? That's what I was thinking about.
You want some grapes? Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, man, Joey, what's going on in the world, man?
Do you remember the Dune movie that came out on HBO Max?
Isn't that the one with Zendaya?
Yes.
She's in it for like 2 minutes at the end, but they put her name on the poster.
She's amazing, by the way. If you guys watch Euphoria, she's like an amazing actress. I didn't even realize how talented she was. But continue,
she built like
Joey.
A teenage boy. I don't want to watch that.
She really is. She has no curves at all, like zero.
That's messed up. That's messed up. Why y'all going on MJ like that?
Yeah.
She built like a street. Like,
you know how like TV adds 10 pounds? She still looks like a stick figure even on the screen. Like, so you know she must be super tiny in person.
Tom Holland is beating that down too. I done seen the videos. Tom Holland holding on tight, beating that down.
Do we just send her 35 cents a day?
Yeah, it might help. But back to Doom. Back to the boo.
Anyway, so recently, Oscar Isaac, who's one of the other actors in the film, revealed that he gave the director, Denis Villeneuve, his cocksock after filming a nude scene for the sci-fi epic. Quote, at one point when Denis wasn't looking, I may have left my cocksock in his pocket.
What would be the point in doing that?
He said, quote, just so he had a little bit of me next to him when I left.
See, this is the type of shit you do when you don't have no damn time on your hands. This is ridiculous. Don't put your dick accessories on people. It's 2019.
Dick accessories.
He referred to it as a little musty handkerchief.
Ew. Ew.
I didn't.
He's put his sweaty ball holder in this man's pocket. That man probably went home, reached in his pocket to get his money out, and they pulled that out, and it was like, what the
House Atreides.
I feel like dudes like jokes and practical jokes on each other are always
dick related.
They're always homoerotic. Like that's how you guys fuck with each other, and I don't understand why.
Men of a certain
okay,
age.
hold on. No. We can't lump all of us in together. That is white men do
accurate.
dick,
no, accurate. Yes,
all the time. Like you, I ain't never seen 4 black dudes go, hey man, if anybody goes to sleep, we're putting our balls in his face. No black people say that shit.
Wait, no,
but white people do it all the goddamn time.
Except for Sean Wayans and Scary Movie.
Yeah, he was gay.
That was the whole bit. No, the other guy sucked his dick. He was very clear about that.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh man, what else going on, Joey?
As we revisit Scream, I thought that was relevant.
Yes.
Stupid. You know how Marvel and movies and comic book movies never get nominated for Oscars?
Yes.
This year we got 2.
Okay, you're saying we like you read it.
Hey, I'm Team Marvel all the time.
Oh, I'm Team DC.
Why?
Dick Comics. You never seen Dick Comics?
That is not.
That's not what they are?
You need to go talk to Oscar Isaac about that.
Okay.
Spider-Man No Way Home and Shang-Chi Legend of the Ten Rings have both earned Academy Award nominations.
For what category?
Visual effects.
Visual effects. Okay. I'm trying to figure out why other ones didn't get nominated for visual effects because
speaking here are the fellow nominees. Dune.
Okay.
Which had many more nominations. Free Guy, which I'm rooting for. Actually, Free Guy should win everything all the time.
I still haven't seen it. I think I'm gonna buy
You
it.
need to see that movie immediately.
Is it on HBO yet?
That is the most underrated movie of all time.
I
There's
believe
no, you can heap all the praise you want on it, it still will be underrated. And No Time to Die.
Which one? No Time to Die.
That was a Bond movie.
Oh, okay.
No Time to Die was the one where he died. Spoiler alert.
Hashtag don't name your movie that.
Womp womp.
Tell her I said congrats right before you die. See, that's the movie wouldn't work. Would it, Joey?
Spider-Man No Way Home star Tom Holland commented on the film's chances in late January as Oscar speculation began in earnest leading up to the nomination reveal. We're all incredibly proud of the film. It would obviously be a huge honor if it was nominated for an Oscar, but that's not how we like to validate ourselves. We like to validate ourselves with the love we receive from the general public, and so far that has been through the roof. So for me, this film and this character, I've already achieved everything I would like to.
There you go. Congratulations, man. Spider-Man No Way Home. Is it No Way Home?
It just passed Avatar.
No Way Home did?
On the all-time list, yes.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Speaking of Avatar, weren't they supposed to make an Avatar Part 2? Wasn't that supposed to happen? Is that still happening?
COVID.
Yeah.
Don't get that. This is a James whatever.
James Cameron.
Nonsense.
It got COVID canceled. Is that what happened?
Partially.
It never was that good a movie. I don't understand why it was a Pocahontas with aliens. The fuck is this shit? It's fucking Fern Gully meets Pocahontas with aliens.
Yeah, it definitely was the adult version of Fern Gully, but that's why we liked it, because of the visual effects. It was something.
Yeah, the visual effects for that movie were amazing, but the plot in itself was very kind of simple.
Basic.
No, you want to see
basic as fuck.
You want to see great visual effects? Go watch Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian. The fact that they've managed to bring back Luke Skywalker is insane.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Okay.
No. I'm not talking about like, oh, it's Mark Hamill's in it. No. They like computer generated.
It's like the fact they brought back Luke Skywalker, and I went, that's not that hard to do. Mark Hamill ain't doing shit.
No.
You can just go get Mark Hamill.
No, they made
down the street.
No, they made like they time reversed him.
They do that shit all the time. They time reversed. What's the name?
Bobby D, right? Robert De Niro. Didn't they do that
Robert De Niro. They time reversed. They did. They did. Who the hell is Ant-Man and the Wasp guy? God
they
damn
did
it.
Will Smith. Remember, they made him a younger version of himself, hunting himself in that movie. I forgot that movie.
But yeah.
What's the name of that one?
Who's an Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Gemini Man.
Gemini Man.
That was a bad movie.
Gemini Man was a bad movie.
Oh, you're talking about Will Smith.
I didn't see that. I love Will Smith. That was
Who
a bad
plays
movie.
him?
Yeah, I said Michael Douglas.
They time hop Michael Douglas.
They did.
In
for Endgame. Yeah, right.
Endgame. Man, they do that shit all the time. But
not time hopped him. It's called something. It's called
deep fake. Whatever.
Something technology. No, they have like a word for it. I can't think of it.
It's de-aging.
No, it's called something else. But yeah, it's basically time hopping him. But
Tony Stark did it. It was in Civil War. It was the beginning of Civil War.
To Marcus's point is that's not new. But Avatar at the time, that shit was like new. Like we were like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't know. I thought it was so pretty. It was very visually, aesthetically pleasing movie to watch.
A lot of computer generated beauty in that movie.
Yes, it was. Joey just doesn't like movies that he doesn't deem realistic.
I just don't think I don't think it's the greatest. Like to have the greatest box office numbers ever is a little bit okay. I can appreciate. There's lots of movies that look visually beautiful that are terrible.
Did everybody here enjoy Interstellar? The movie itself.
Fuck no.
I haven't seen it.
That's the space one?
Yeah, that's the one with Matthew McConaughey going into space.
Hey Murph. Yeah, he goes into space with a fucking ATM machine, then he goes through a black hole, and with like one woman who's supposed to repopulate the earth if all else fails, with one uterus and a bunch of eggs. And then like they go on a planet that has 80 times Earth gravity, but they don't need a booster rocket to get off. And then they find Matt Damon on an ice planet for no fucking reason. And then he gets lost in a bookcase like in fucking Simpsons, where I'm someplace where I don't know where I am. And he
Why
pushes
is Matt Damon always in space? Like he just is always If space is in the script, his agent's like, yes, put Matt in it immediately.
Matt Damon just pops up in movies for no goddamn reason.
Really mad when he didn't show up in The Expanse. Like I was expecting a cameo at some point.
I still need to watch Expanse.
They should have just had him be like a random character on Mars. Like when they were on Mars, he should have just walked by the camera, and that would have been hilarious.
That would have been funny as shit. Like Matt Damon just pops up in movies for no reason, and we love him for it because it's just who he is. Man, but yeah, man, Joey, you're wrong. James Cameron is a god. He made great movies. He made
like what?
He made that Titanic movie. He drowned Leonardo DiCaprio. I applaud him every day and twice on Sunday for drowning Leonardo DiCaprio.
Another one of the biggest box office hits of all time, Titanic.
That's because it was hilarious when the dude hit the propeller on the way
yeah, that
down.
was funny as shit.
And then the most heartfelt moment, she's like, "I never let go, Jack."
And then
you're
let him
icky,
go.
and then threw him in the water.
It's because Leonardo DiCaprio is a superstar. Like, period. Like, you can't lose when you put him in a movie.
But he played a poor person, like the poorest poor people.
That movie, I don't know. I just never thought it was that great. It had a nice song. Celine Dion did the song "Near, Far, Wherever." Like that was good.
People like love stories that end tragically. It's heart-wrenching. People like that.
I like titties in a movie that ain't supposed to have titties in it. That was my whole purpose in watching Titanic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was a bunch of dumb teenagers wanting to watch it because they either had a crush on Leo or they wanted to see
titties.
That was it.
And apparently that's all you need to make a box office smash. I mean, I'm just saying.
Those two, and then like guys falling off of boats and hitting propellers.
We sat through a 3-hour movie to see one pair of titties drawn.
I sat through it to see Leo.
You also got to look at the time that was made, though. Like back then, like, you know, the internet was slow.
Yeah, we had dial-up. We needed something else.
The movie only got that big because their memes couldn't kill it. That's the the
pretty
memes
much.
that would have made fun of that movie never came out.
Yeah, that is true. That's fundamentally true.
Same thing for Avatar. We didn't really have the meme game running at that point.
Yeah, that would have killed those movies. Like those movies, people would have been like, "This movie's stupid." Yeah, because I saw 15,000 memes about "I'll never let you go" until now, and then just drop his hand.
You know what I thought was really interesting about the Avatar? One scene where it was like one of the black soldiers got like super hype about colonization. I will never forget that scene. I was like, "Negro, really? Like,
we're gonna take the planet on purpose, motherfuckers." It's like, wait a minute.
You do remember that they were fighting over unobtainium. That was the major plot point. This is why. Could have named it anything, and they came up with unobtainium.
Oh man, what else going on, Joey?
Speaking of aliens,
all right.
NASA has been exploring Mars with rovers for years, and recently their Perseverance rover might have photographed something very interesting. According to UFO expert Scott Waring, photos of Mars that the space agency released last April show an alien that he describes as 100% proof of intelligent life.
Okay. Now we talked about this. Now, when you say alien,
now this source is the Breakfast Club, and I will share screens so that we can all look at the same shit at the same time.
When you say alien, I'm thinking like The Hills Have Eyes, motherfucker, creep around the camera and just look inside and shit.
I don't know what that would be. No, it's like, see that someone, it's either an alien or an alien shit. There's something. It looks organic and it's on a rock. You know.
Okay, that's ridiculous. That ain't no damn alien. That's a slug.
Okay, where is this?
I mean, if it was a slug, it'd be an alien slug. But that could be a shadow.
It's a rock shadow. I don't know.
They show a small being with a pink body lying on a rock. He explains there is a person laying down watching the NASA Mars rover from a safe distance away. The person is about 1 foot tall and laying down with pinkish upper chest, neck, and face, radish hair, wearing a dark suit, but has a gray object over one's shoulder. It looks like a backpack of some sort. He goes on to say there are even footprints behind the person leading up to the location they they chose to lay down at. That's a stretch.
It's just a raised rock ledge. That's
Yes.
literally a shadow.
Where they get gingers on Mars from? Where's damn redhead aliens popping up
Scott
from?
Waring? Stop listening to this man.
Right.
Like I said, he got redhead aliens that decide to lay down and take a nap on a rock.
Now
What
they
the fuck?
said, "Oh look, we found a flatworm on Mars."
Yeah.
I could kind of believe that, but he's saying that's a whole dude sunbathing,
On the coldest planet.
backpacking on
That's ridiculous.
a
shit.
salt flat on Mars. Like what?
Oh my
All
god.
right, I'm moving on. This
Move the fuck
topic
on.
is not.
It's not what we thought it was.
That was disappointing.
That was big disappointing.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Joey talk about aliens
Hey.
being finally seeing aliens. Joey pulls up a ginger on a rock. What kind of bullshit is this?
It is what happens when none of us read the article. So remember Neil Young?
Yes.
I
I forgot what song he sang. He sang some good songs though.
don't know a single Neil Young song. I know the only reason I know who Neil Young is because Leonard Skinner had a problem with him.
Neil Young.
He's part of the lyrics to Sweet Home Alabama for some reason.
Yeah,
Well, he's a racist.
Southern men don't need him around anyhow. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Southern man don't need him around anyhow. No. Yeah, that's my
Anyway.
jam.
He and Spotify have been beefing. He recently went beyond getting his stuff removed and now is trying to talk to the employees of Spotify, saying, quote, "Get out of that place before it eats up your soul."
So he's beefing with Spotify because they ain't paying him.
Well, it was part of that, but it's also because he has major problems with the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, that's right.
So it was he specifically pulled his music to protest the disinformation that's been spread through Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, because Joe Rogan told everybody to take horse tranquilizers and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, Joe Rogan's not the.
Okay, so Joe hit the hard ER. What else did he do? Is that all he did was just
He also
nigger on
thought
the air?
that
He hit the hard ER?
ate
Yeah,
from pork.
I just heard myself. And what else did he do now?
He said hamburgers are made from pork.
Someone found a transcript of one episode where he was arguing with somebody. He's like, someone said like I can't eat He said I can't eat something about I can't eat a hamburger because I'm trying to eat less pork. And they're like, well, hamburger's beef. He's like, but a hamburger has ham in it. So
wait, I have another question.
That might have been a meme, but
it might have been. It looked like it actually.
that's how some of the conversations do go.
Who did he say nigger to or about?
There were
Everybody.
Several.
He talked about all the niggers.
I don't.
I'll try to get him super canceled.
I only saw India Ari removed her, and she posted a video explaining her position on it, and
Yeah.
she showed several of the clips. Now there weren't enough of the clips for me to go, oh, they were talking about this. This is the
Yeah.
reason he said it, but that really isn't. Her point was there's not really ever a reason to say it.
There's no reason for him to say nigger, or anything of that sort.
No, I totally agree, but I just wanted to know the context. I was just
Okay.
curious.
But Joe Rogan's been that way for years. Like we're all up in arms now because we're in this culture of cancellation and instant anger. But at the end of the day, Joe Rogan was like that when wasn't he on the Man Show or some shit like back in the day?
He was.
Yeah, he's been that dickhead since then. I don't understand what people. I watch his show because I like his guests. His guests are interesting to me. He is not an interesting human being to me. He's famous for doing what? Talking during MMA fights. Why do I care what the hell he got to think about politics? Why do I care if he got COVID? I don't give a damn about him. I care about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was on his podcast. What Kevin Hart got to say to Joe Rogan? And then Dave Chappelle shows up. Okay, what Dave Chappelle got to say about Joe Rogan? These are the type of people that I'm interested in. I'm not interested in Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is he's an afterthought to me in his own interviews.
Right.
Shit.
Problem is he'll do stuff like this. He has there was one episode he compared being in a black neighborhood to being on Planet of the Apes. Like,
Yes.
I was going to say that.
I saw that clip.
And it's like what I can't like. I'm trying to be like.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to be understanding of like him as he's a flawed, person, but at least he does seem to invite people from all over to talk on his podcast. But
his exact phrasing,
you can't do this kind of shit.
His exact phrasing when he said that shit was like, he was saying, "Yeah, man, I thought I was just gonna be in the zoo. I got there, it was full on Planet of the Apes."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought he was going to see the movie. And
No.
He was in the hood.
Yes.
Well, I know he was in the hood, but I thought he was going to go see Planet of the Apes, and he was like, "Oh, I'm already here." I mean, regardless, it's still the same.
What? I'm like, wait a minute.
Like I said, I don't know. There's so much news. You skim through it, and you're just like, your eyes get tired.
See, that was...
Because there's like three different,
He's trying to defend it.
Yeah, no, he was talking about going to see Planet of the Apes. Like, no, he was talking about niggas again. This is Joe Rogan.
Yeah, so I thought he was going to go see that movie, and then when he rolled up in the hood and got lost, he was like, "Oh, look, we're here." But I guess,
we're taking Joe Rogan out of context. I guess.
Hey, no, like I said, it's still pretty racist. So
yeah, it's really racist.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's you don't want to go that way.
Oh man, but yeah, man, I don't think he's not going to get canceled behind it. He's not going to lose anything because of it. Because
making too much money. He
makes people too much money, and when you make people money, they don't tend to like let you go really quickly. Like I don't think he's gonna get the 2 weeks. He may get a week off of somewhere, but then like some racist company said, "Hey, we'll pay you $10 million to come over here and leave Spotify." $100 million, yeah. And I'm like, where the fuck these racists get hundreds of millions of dollars? Last time I checked, David Duke was broke.
Wait, someone offered him millions for the show?
So Spotify paid Joe Rogan $100 million to be exclusively available through Spotify.
Yes.
So right-wing company,
that's the face I made too.
Him $100 million to jump off of Spotify and go to there.
Yeah.
And that's why people are bailing on Spotify. In addition, there's more and more artists. T-Pain just got interviewed on it, and he said this, basically the same thing. Like, cancel culture only works if there's action taken.
Yep.
He's all this stuff. All these clips were before he got the $100 million. So like, no one did the due diligence.
We knew who he was before he got rich.
Okay, so people are not boycotting Spotify because they're doing it because they paid Joe Rogan more for his offensive behavior. They're not boycotting it because of Joe Rogan's offensive behavior. They're boycotting it because Spotify is not only supporting it but paying him more because of it.
Yeah,
it's a combination.
It's a combination of both things.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hell, if the Dot Comedy Podcast would pay me, and then I found out that Joey was making more than me, I'd be upset too. Look at Joey. Joey looks racist. I sit right here and I look at Joey every week and I go, he gonna say nigga at some point. He gonna look me in the face and just go, nigga. And I'm gonna have to hit him. But I can't hit him because, again, he goes to CPMMA, and you know what? Pionk is the champion. If CPMMA makes champions, Joey might fuck me up. I don't understand how life works. It just happens this way. See where my mind goes, Joey?
It is amazing that you can go from a podcast to $100 million. Joey, maybe you should start saying nigger on this podcast all the time. I'm trying to get paid, sir.
It doesn't work the same if you're off-white. They need. T-Pain also said they need to get their money back. They spent $100 million on that, man. It sucks to say, man, but that's just what it is, dude. They don't give a fuck. They just. He said that if Spotify is to censor Rogan, they need to take action against more material on the platform. They just want what's making them uncomfortable now.
Mm-hmm.
He continued accusing some musicians of releasing what he called murder albums. They got to keep that same energy with everything.
Wait, who?
T-Pain.
T-Pain said that?
T-Pain saying, hey, if you're gonna censor him, hey, you got to go down the line on everybody. But it's just what makes them money. So if it makes you money, like I said, white people have this thing about them. If it makes them money, they don't care what you said out your mouth or who you offended, as long as it keeps making them money.
I don't think that's only white people. I think that's people in general. Like whatever's making money needs to keep happening. I think that's just human nature.
Well,
That's capitalism.
But the people who are in charge are all white, so I call white people.
Yeah, generally. Yeah.
it's not untrue.
Hey man, what about Jay-Z? He was trying to get Title out there. You know what I mean?
Then that folded like a $4 sheet. Jay-Z Title's still worth a lot of money, but Jay-Z, like the steam just kind of went clean out of Title after everybody was like, he wants $19.99 a month for that shit. For early release Kanye. You want me to pay you?
It's early release Kanye and Beyonce, and that's valuable.
You want me to pay you $20 a month for Beyonce to come out with an album at 4:00 in the morning? is that what y'all telling me? That's how we're gonna do this shit? She could get an OnlyFans and come up with shit at 3:00 in the morning to be just as goddamn fine. I don't understand why the hell we need to pay $20 a goddamn month. Title was expensive as hell, and now all of them cost the same goddamn price. It is the most ridiculous shit in the fucking free world, and I pay it every month.
I didn't even know it was a subscription service. I thought you just paid per album.
No, you pay a month. You can pay a month or per album. Oh man, what else is going on, Joey?
I don't know. Let's ask Candace. Candace, what else is going on?
What else is going on, Candace?
Oh my God! So Rihanna is pregnant, right? Does everyone know that?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I did see that.
We're very
I don't
excited.
know why, but I keep seeing a picture of her, the father, and Drake looming around.
Yeah, so the memes are of Drake because everyone thinks he's devastated that the love of his life is now pregnant for another rapper. Yeah, and so anyway, if you look at the picture, she's probably about maybe 4 or 5 months, like she's good and pregnant, and it's beautiful.
She is like 9 months pregnant. That damn belly is out there.
It's not that big. We'll try to look it up and see how pregnant she is. But she looks cute and she looks beautiful.
We pull up the picture of her and A$AP Rocky.
I think she's like 6 to 7 months right now.
6-7 months.
She's probably like, I would say about 6 months. Yeah, she's not in that third trimester.
She was wearing it out to accentuate it so it looks bigger than it is.
If she had the baby today, it'd be a full baby.
I don't know about that.
I think that baby be full.
No, she's not that far along. She's not that far along.
I'm not gonna say what I'm. She's
so
a mom. She's a mom to be, so I gotta stop talking about moms and wives. I think that's my 2022 resolution. Stop talking about people, mamas and their wives, because somebody gonna fight me.
Speaking of mamas and wives, Kanye is on the rampage again, tweeting back and forth to Kim, to the public, about his divorce and the custody wars that they're having over the children. And I think we can expect to see just a bunch of live Kanye rants moving forward. This is going to be vintage Kanye coming back, live tweeting this divorce.
Let him see his babies. That's all Kanye asking for. I looked at the videos. Let him come to the birthday party. Let him see the baby.
Birthday party. He doesn't.
But they ain't tell him. He had to find out from Tiger
on social media. That's what he's upset about. And this is my thing. Like, what we all knew that Kris Jenner was going to put them children on social media as soon as they were old enough to do it. Like, is he the only one that's surprised? Like, I knew the family business of the Kardashians is social media. That's the family business. So True. I knew they were going to enroll those children into that as soon as possible. So
yeah, but none of them had to grow up with it, like at that age. So that's not the same thing either.
Yeah,
they made their money on it, but they weren't hitting developmental years, dealing with having a public persona and all the criticism that comes with it.
Yeah.
Those kids are going to catch so much random hot fire.
They're getting shrapnel. That is all shrapnel from going to their mom and going to their aunts. That poor North is going to be all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, her first comment every time is gonna be, "Your mom's a whore." You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
every time she posts anything, that's gonna be the first. You know what I mean? And the
Don't
child
yeah.
is like 8 or 9 years old. Like she's a
Right.
little kid. She's not even in the
Nope.
preteens yet. You know?
Right.
so listen to Kanye.
And your family's all public figures. Like it's definitely not the same thing as
Yep.
any other kid at that age doing it. And even then, like, I've as much as the person I go, okay, I still think real bullying versus cyberbullying is not the same thing.
No, it's not.
But when you talk about the volume,
Yeah,
it is a little different. And if you're being pushed towards it, that's different too.
and you're getting online, you're getting bullied from around the world. You're not getting like at school.
Absolutely.
You kind of go, hey, that guy needs to leave me the hell alone. When you're getting bullied from some dude in Indonesia,
what if you ain't no snitch?
Hey, if you're getting bullied by some little Pakistani dude who's talking about your mother is a whore, and it's like, wait, why are you talking to me? And then it's unnecessary. So I would say, listen to Kanye. I'm not an advocate of listening to Kanye, except for his music, but I'm an advocate in this area. Listen to Kanye. Take the kids off social media. Let them see their daddy. Let the kids see their daddy.
Did you guys see Kim's response to it? It was actually very eloquent, very mature. She was just.
I still disagree with her.
What did she say?
I totally disagree.
I didn't hear what she said.
She basically said that I'm trying to let North express herself creatively on the medium of her choice, which is TikTok, and she's doing it with adult supervision. So she was like, I'm trying to allow her to be creative, but I'm supervising it. So
just she's missing the point.
You're going down a slippery slope with that. That like I attempted that too, and then I took everything the fuck away. Like I attempted to be the hey, let the kid be a kid, and she's gonna learn. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking at her upset on the internet. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm cutting all the internet off.
And your child's much older, right? She's like what, 12 or so?
She's 11.
Okay, right. So this is like an 8-year-old. So you can imagine.
It's gonna be ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Don't put your kid in harmful situations, man. These damn celebrities, especially these damn Jenners, man. I don't know how old is Kris Jenner? We need to figure that out.
I would say she's in her probably late 50s. Let me look it up.
Because she got to be old enough for people to stop listening to her ass. Like somebody need to like at some point you get old.
66.
Yeah, she got 4 years left of people paying attention to her ass. Because I know anybody 70 years old in my family, people just stare at them like, hey, you need to leave us alone, Grandpa. We ain't putting the dishes up. You put them away. Yeah, it's Kris Jenner has done this thing where she has made herself the momager, grandmomager, and stepmomager and momager-in-law. Oh, then it's like, dude, stop making celebrities out of your family. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, but that's their paycheck. That's what.
But you have the millions of dollars already.
Figures.
Millions got to make billions, though.
Right, that's what they do. So North is not going to have, I mean, I can't speak to it, but that's going to be her currency, right? Like her fame. That's what she can sell. And so I don't think you should be putting her on social media at 8 years old, but in the family she's in, getting on social media is inevitable because that's the family business.
Yeah. I guess it's like a falafel stand. She got to go out and cut the meat off that weird meat spinning thing. The family business. See, y'all don't listen. Y'all hear me, but you don't listen to me. That's the problem. That's the problem already. I see it. Okay. Anything else going on in the world with these celebrities, Candace? Nope.
Those are the only two things I have for this week. I'll be back with some more stuff next week.
Candace, did you bedazzle your
No, I actually bought it this way. I bought like a 6-pack of them, and they all have different like crystal designs like this. Not crystal. It's just, rhinestones or whatever. But I have a whole pack of ones with different designs.
Are there things dangling?
It looks beautiful, by the way.
It's very pretty.
Thank you so much. Now, what's dangling? That's my earrings. Those are separate.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, it has dangling
it's all
bits
coming
too?
together.
Those are separate.
You know how Marcus feels about those dangling bits.
Yeah, I love when I see Candace's dangling bits. But yeah, Joey. So since we're at the end of the show, man,
Oh, I had one more thing.
That threw Miyake off.
I'm loving all these guest stars that are on the show today. Like all these people passing in the background.
And look at you.
Yeah.
Every time they walk past, they look at you. It's like, what the fuck you want?
Who's she talking to? The world.
Yeah, one more thing, Joe.
Couple things. There's a figure skater, Zhu Yi, gave up her U.S. citizenship to compete for China. But now, speaking of social media, the Chinese are mad at her because she fell down during her debut.
See,
Yeah,
And
that's
that's the
harsh.
whole
And
adult. See,
their
this is why
culture's
you
really
get them
bad
kids
on
off social
failure.
media.
yeah, the Chinese do not like you failing.
No, they're really big on like achievement and status and stuff like that. So, I mean, poor baby.
Cyberbullying and tiger moms. China.
Take cyberbullying and death camps because that's where she gonna head to when she get back to China.
Oh no.
Let her not get a gold medal. Them motherfuckers send you to the camp.
Hey, she chose that. She could have stayed here.
Hey, pretty much.
Probably gonna
And
be
final.
disowned by her family and everything. Like it's real bad to fail in that Chinese culture.
Come back to
They
America.
roasted her. The Chinese folks, a lot of them roasted her hard on the. They have an app called Weibo.
Okay.
Weibo, I think. Yeah, they wrote. One person said that she can go back home and her dad can stay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
They have intolerance for women.
Women failing.
Women failing. Even more so. Like we have too many of them anyway. We'll just get the next one. Darth Vader, force choke. You have failed me.
I'm sorry for that young lady. You know what? That is ridiculous. The Chinese government. I'm not talking about the Chinese. They control way too much, and they listening. The podcast. All of a sudden, all the screens just go black, and we just sitting there trying to figure out why. And
Leave them
Yeah,
alone
yeah,
before they send the next variant of COVID over here. Like,
Yeah,
leave
pretty
them,
much.
Don't say nothing about them.
And finally, we didn't get to this last week because it came to the .comedy desk right after we got off the air.
yes.
But tragedy struck in Bensalem, Pennsylvania last week. A massive brawl broke out at a Golden Corral over an alleged steak shortage.
Hey, you told me about this, Joey, and I didn't understand it at first, but then I remember where you told me it happened. And I've been to Golden Corral where the steaks haven't been ready, and this is apropos to happen.
This is that you have video courtesy of CBS Philly Channel 3.
It's a brawl, like literal. They throwing tables.
The
and
funny
chairs.
part is how slow they're moving.
They're
They're
full.
all full
They're
of that
fucking
shitty
full.
food.
They went back 5 times for those popcorn shrimp. So now they're full.
So why are they fighting though? If they full, they should go sit down somewhere.
They
and
ran
sleep
out
it
of
off.
steak.
They ran out of steak.
Good Lord.
Oh,
Why are there so many high chairs? They don't
I
have
never
high
thought
chairs.
that's a massive nigga moment. Like,
What
Yes.
happened to the babies?
yo, they got
They
this
are
is like
wrecking.
WWE.
Ridiculous. Pay attention to the monochromaticity of the people they're interviewing, by the way.
Oh yeah. Then they interview a bunch of white people talking about this is ridiculous. I've never seen the Golden Corral is a fine establishment, and I can't understand why.
Wasn't it Dylan
Cut in
Becker?
line.
His friend heard the same details.
There was a shortage of steak, and yeah, two parties were involved.
Take a close listen, and a man can be heard saying, "All I wanted was some steak." Golden Corral wouldn't answer our email.
All I wanted was some steak.
Is this local?
This is
It's in Philly,
this is in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
or North Philly.
Yeah.
North
it would
Philly.
have to be North Philly.
Damn.
My brother turned in this report. Oh, you know these people called. Look at her. She called the cops. These
She called the
Karens.
cops watching the video.
Yeah.
She was like, "This video is oppressing me."
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and then they interview a bunch of white people about a bunch of black people fighting, and they're like, "This is just ridiculous. I don't understand why." everyone to be sold up in arms at the Golden Corral. Like, you didn't spend $11.99 to get this damn steak. I spent $35 for my family to come here all we can eat steak. You better have all the steak we can eat.
That ain't even the best. Like, that steak is salty as fuck.
Oh, that's the worst steak in the fucking world.
I've gone there. I've done that. I've done that meal. I've done the all you can eat steak night at Golden Corral multiple times, and I've managed to avoid any like horrible body movement. But
and gout. That's a gout flare up, if you ask me. I don't even want that much steak. Give me all you can eat chicken buffet. Give me 1,000 chicken wings. I'll be good.
They were all eating too much mac and cheese. They were just, I was amazed at how slow they were.
They were throwing things slowly.
Motion food fight.
Oh man, but yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here, Joe.
Yeah, man.
It's been real, man. It's been fun. It has actually been real fun. Candace had to jump off. I guess she had to get on that plane.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's
boarding time.
Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know if I'll be back yet.
Yeah, that's a good song. What do you know about Peter, Paul, and Mary?
Hey, I know about Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But oh man, Piagi, it has definitely been a pleasure, sir. Yeah, tell people where they can find you at again, sir.
You can find me on Instagram at the Nappy Ninja. You can find me on Facebook, Pianki, aka the Nappy Ninja. You can find Cyber Ninjas online at cyberninjas.com. And please come and vote for us at Razorify. That's RAISIFY.co/pitch/133/266. And you can vote for me and Cyber Ninjas. Just $5 a vote. I need as many votes as possible. Give as much money as you want, but we need a minimum of $5. And get your friends and family to vote for us so we can get the first prize, first prize $5,000, and we can help use that towards our new Baltimore location. We're opening up a new summer camp over there to help out the Baltimore youth.
Awesome, man. Definitely want to get the word out there and get these youth help, man. Joey, where can they find you, man?
Always at LaFaro Comedy.
Awesome, man. Yeah, man. You can find Candace August at Just Candace on Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me ringside on Saturday,
okay,
February 12th at Gettysburg. Get at me for these tickets. Let's go.
All right.
I'll be fighting, looking for my third title.
There you go.
At Fight World.
Fight World.
Fight World.
That's
Fight
cool.
World is the name of the promotion.
That sounds dangerous.
Do they have? Is there going to be booths with action figures? I feel like there should be booths with action figures.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to get my own action figure made. Actually,
you are. Yeah, man. You get that grand champ. You gonna get it. You gonna get the action figure, man. But I'm DJ Marcus. You can find me anywhere you find .comedy. You'll find .comedy's DJ Marcus. You can find me also at the Ha Ha Hole in Lexington, Kentucky. This coming Thursday. I'm flying out and I'm flying back. It's a 1 hour gig. I'm just there to put butts in seats.
That's the Ha Ha Hole that used to be a quarry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now it is the Ha Ha Hole.
Not to be confused with the Ha Ha Hole that used to be a mine.
Yes. Yes. Oh man, DJ Marcus, Joey LaFaro, Candace Suggs, our special guest, Pianki Zimmerman. We are .comedy, and we will see you next time with more fun and more thrills on the .comedy podcast. Doesn't hurt, but it's not gonna work because it's really much worse.